Hey YouTube subscribers, hey, I'm back. 5 ways to combat social anxiety, things that I have tried that actually have worked for me, things that have changed my life, things that actually made it seem so stupid to have social anxiety, because you realize that everybody's fucking socially anxious, and if you just think you're the only one, you really will be the only one that's having a hard ass time with social anxiety. Let's get right to the video. Number 1, the first way that I combat social anxiety is basically trying to undo whatever thought that I thought that was negative in the first place. For an example, when we're socially anxious and somebody says something but we don't know how to really take it, we don't know what they mean by it, maybe it was a backhanded compliment, maybe it was something that you could take 2 ways. Oh God, I hate the things you can take 2 ways, because 1, I'm a Gemini, and 2, I got social anxiety sometimes. So it's just like, geez, I really want to be thinking about what you said that one time for about like 35 years. Like shit, like. But I don't do that shit no more, but that's some real shit. But basically, I'm thinking what they thought. For example, somebody come walk by me, look at me some type of way, like, and I'm gonna be thinking, oh my God, what did that mean? What did that mean? What did it mean? It means that person thinks I'm ugly. It means that person doesn't like me. It means this, it means that. You can't assume. I don't know what's in your brain. I don't know what you went through that morning. I don't know why you thought it's cool to just walk around and give people fucking weird looks. That ain't got shit to do with me, and I have to remember that. I have to undo the negative thought. So if I think that that person thought I'm ugly, the thought that follows is, actually, I'm very beautiful. Actually, I'm great. Actually, I'm popping. Actually, that person might have a bad day. You see what I'm doing? I'm combating the negative thoughts, because the part of your brain that's being negative, you need to fight it with the part of your brain that's positive. It's very hard to do, but it really does take like the force sometimes of God. Like, never let people get in your head, because they don't belong there. It's your fucking head. Number 2, breathe. Breathing has really helped me a lot, because breathing has made it so much easier for me to be back in the moment. Sometimes as an overthinker, you let your brain just go left, right, and you kind of like are not driving the ship no more. Have you ever had so many thoughts in your head and so much going on, you're like, yo, I'm not controlling my own thoughts right now. Like, who the fuck is behind this shit? Can you stop? You're just like, I'm not driving the boat. I am a passenger of my own body. What the fuck? When you are not in control of how you're thinking, and you really want to calm down and you need that instant fix, don't grab the blunt. Tried it, don't work. Don't do something to make you feel a rush, adrenaline rushers. Don't do that. Don't do anything that you're gonna regret, okay? Breathe. Because breathing, when we're feeling emotional, we can't think right, we don't act right, we do things just out of emotion sometimes. Sometimes breathing, it really helps you come back like, whoa, I'm bugging. Breathing helps you come back centered. It helps your energy have time to evenly spread. It helps your vibrations. It helps you understand what's going on from a less biased perspective. In the biased perspective you were in before were just your emotions, you was in your feelings, you was butthurt. We can't keep bringing that to next year, right? Find a way to pause, calm down. Like, let's say you have a lot of shit going on. Let's say there's a fight going on. Let's say you're about to be in an altercation with somebody. Let's say somebody said something so slick, you already had a bad fucking day, and now somebody want to say something extra slick to push you. Breathe and rethink. Breathe and understand. Breathe and say, you probably do want to try me. You probably are having a bad day too, and you probably didn't realize I'm having a worse day probably than you, so I forgive you for being stupid. Forgive people for being stupid, because people don't even realize that their stupidity is alive and well, and that they are actually a real live idiot. Like, people really don't believe that they're stupid, so they just act like they ain't. Telling a stupid person they're stupid, they're gonna be like, I'm not. It's just, all right, you ain't stupid. Bye, stupid. Like, a lot of times socially anxious people, we need to come right back to the moment and understand we are okay. You are just overthinking. It's just people. They are just people. They eat shit like we do. Why am I bugging? Relax. Challenge yourself. Number 3, challenging yourself as a socially anxious person can be very fun, because it's almost like you giving yourself tasks. Well, I like challenges, but also challenging yourself as a socially anxious person is very important, because you would never get out of your social anxiety if you don't challenge yourself. So small challenges matter, because small challenges is how you get to the big challenges, and big challenges matter because big challenges is how you have a turning point in how you behave when you're anxious. So small challenges, for example, I used to be really afraid to go to a store nearby me, because I felt like every time I went to the store, people would stare at me. They would think I'm stealing. People would say rude things to me or something like that. Anxiety really be putting shit there that's not there. All right, but I used to just feel very anxious going to the stores. I used to kind of hesitate. I used to even starve myself at one point, where I feel like there's gonna be a group of people there that I don't want to really fucking bump into. So I used to starve myself straight up, thinking like, damn, I'm hungry as fuck, but I'm just too scared to go. Hell nah. Like, I was like, I dead eyes grabbed my shit, put my headphones in, and went downstairs and got what I needed. Headphones really do help me with social anxiety, because it's just like, I can't hear shit, I don't know shit, I'm here for what I need, I'm out. But I challenged myself The bigger challenge for me was taking my headphones out and walking and being resilient and not paying attention to small things that don't even matter. I deadass been in a situation where I'm not even looking at someone and they're deadass looking at me like this. My social anxiety is like jumping, like, oh my god, what the fuck were you looking at, you know? And I want to turn around and say something because sometimes my social anxiety is combative and kind of aggressive. The other part of my social anxiety is kind of shy and kind of like, what the fuck are you staring at? Like, leave me the fuck alone, you know? Northeast people, we don't stare. We don't stare. It's fucking rude. Don't do that shit, all right? So like, I've had to be in situations where I've had people dead ass stare at me and I'm doing a whole transaction and I challenge myself to do it with a smile on my face, like I don't give a fuck that you're there. Because one, if you're staring at me, you dead ass must have a problem with yourself. Why? Like, staring is rude, but people do that shit all the time sometimes. And you know what? The best thing I can do for me in that moment is not to give a fuck. Because if I give a fuck to you, then you fucked up my whole energy. You fucked up my whole center. Now I'm thrown the fuck off because of you. I don't know you like that for you to be throwing me off like that, the fuck. So I breathe. I say this is just a part of the challenge. Someone said I'll give you $1 million to pass this challenge and I'm gonna fucking do it because that's bird.
I wish someone did pay me.
But anyway, all I'm saying, guys, is challenge yourself. It's okay. It's okay if you fail, but you will never pass a challenge if you don't challenge yourself. You will never get further if you don't try. And that's a real story. Like, I have had people stare at me dead in my face when I'm like right here and I'm not even looking at them and I'm not trying to look at them, but they're still staring at me. And then I look over them with a dirty ass look and they're like, wow, you're mean. Nah, I don't care. Argue with me if you want to. I just don't like being stared at. Mind your business. Because I don't stare at people, so why do people stare at me? I don't fucking know. I like to think it's because I'm popping. Positive thoughts. Challenge yourself to go out to a party without showing nervousness is my next challenge for you guys, because I feel like if you can go to a party and be open, be friendly, be charismatic, and be like cool as hell and, you know, talking to everybody, you want social anxiety, you beat that bitch the fuck up. Some people who are socially anxious go to parties and be like on their phone all the time, or they go to parties and they don't want to talk to nobody but their friends that they brought there, or they just want to talk to one person. That's cool, but I get you're socially anxious and you're shy and you're scared, but outside looking in, these people don't know that you're socially anxious. They think you're rude. They think you're mean. They think you're antisocial. They think you're not friendly. And they're thinking, why did you come to a party to be like this? People got us fucked up all fucking day. They think that we're mean. They think this, that, and the third, but it's like, no, we scared.
All right, we is scared, bitch.
We ain't mean, you know. People don't know that though. People ain't gonna know that by just looking at you. So you do have to kind of say, I know I'm socially anxious, but people won't know that, and I don't want people to think negative things of me. So you know what?
Fuck social anxiety.
I'm gonna go to that fucking party. I'm gonna get late. I'm gonna drink liquid courage. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to calm down, loosen up, and realize that these are just people who came here for a good time too. Well, you know, the people who you're not talking to can be socially anxious like you, and you won't even know because you did not have that conversation. Sometimes socially anxious people miss opportunities to connect with people because we're so afraid. One of the things that I learned is that be scared but say fuck it at the same time. I deadass have done shit socially that I was afraid of, but I just didn't show I was afraid. TED Talk. This girl was like, fake it till you make it. I'm like, hell yeah, fake it till you make it. Like, deadass. People like, what are you doing? Like,
I don't fucking know.
oh, I'm just talking to some random dude I don't fucking know.
He cool. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm scared as hell. I hope he don't slap me in the face. I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. Just do it. But because if you look silly, if you look funny, just be ready to laugh at yourself, because life is way more funny than people really realize. Being socially anxious, the worst thing you can do is be awkward. But I learned to bask in awkwardness because we're all kind of awkward. Being a human is kind of awkward. We're hella awkward as humans already. So I kind of feel like bask in the awkwardness, be brave, be bold, and be proud that you're awkward. Be proud that you're quirky. Be proud of how you are. 5, 5, 5. The last tip for you guys today is meditate. Meditation has taught me a lot about myself because it centers your thoughts. I like to think that my brain is like a race car, and when I meditate, it slows it down so I can enjoy the ride. So that's why I'm saying meditate. Go alone in your room, still your body, sit down on something, look out a window, and just get into deep breathing, listen to some peaceful music, and just let your thoughts come one at a time. Because when your thoughts come one at a time, you're able to analyze each thought properly without emotion, without critical, harsh thinking that you have. You're able to see each thought pass by and think, wow, like, it's not even that deep. When you meditate, you realize half the stuff you were pissed off about, worried about, or emotional about was never that deep to begin with. So meditating helps you almost reset your brain. And trust and believe, if you have social anxiety, you need to press that reset button every now and so often. You really fucking do. Breathe, meditate, undo the negative thoughts, and challenge yourselves. And I promise you, you will look at your social anxiety about where it was a month ago versus where it is now. You'll be like, whoa, I don't even think I have social anxiety. I don't even think I ever did. I think I was just being a little bitch. Like, that's what I thought anyway. Ooh, did this video help you? Did you learn something new? Did I miss something? Do you want to add to this video? Comment down below what you guys think. Share this video with a friend if you feel like this might help a friend with social anxiety. If you guys want to see me do any other videos regarding mental health, regarding lifestyle, regarding advice, please comment down below what you want me to see me do next. Go on my Twitter account, post it on Twitter, go to my Instagram account, like all my pictures, send me DMs. I'm bored, I don't have a fucking life, so I'll talk to y'all all fucking day. Be my fucking friend, shit, I don't got no fucking friend and shit. Like, comment, subscribe, and see y'all fucking lit ass alien hoes later, bitch.
Listen, part of building trust from